Well, falls is the large cause of it, so in that case we can imagine perhaps the elderly. In my case, we saw motor vehicle traffic perhaps, so 17.3%. But most of it is happening, as we see, in falls, okay? And then we have an unknown, struck by an assault typically, so yeah, that's the breakdown of traumatic brain injury. Okay, not all injuries are the same though with traumatic brain injury. There's a wide spectrum. And the next video I'm going to show you describes partly how wide that spectrum is. Okay? So with my experience, we have memory loss. So I constantly ask questions of who, what, where, when, why, you know, I would be told again and again, I would ask again and again. And according to my family, I said wow a lot in the beginning. I was very surprised by this, which I imagine you would be too, if you suddenly did not remember what you did yesterday, right? Yeah. All right? And I tried to write while I was even on propofol. So I was really drugged, okay? I was really out there, and I tried to write while I was on this. So that was my experience. But let's look at this person's experience. This person is Clive Wearing, okay? And he has no short-term memory. He's similar to me in a way. Oh no. Okay. Oh, I'm not worried. Because it works every other time I try it, so it should be okay. Uh-oh. Oh. Wow. Alright. Anybody speak Korean? Agapda. Oh, difficult. Oh, suffering. Oh. Oh, I heard it. Yeah! Woo! K-pop. Alright. Can we get audio for that? Yeah.
One man is consigned to live entirely within the present, with terrible consequences. Clive Wearing has the worst case of amnesia ever known.
Interestingly enough, he can still play piano perfectly well.
And now his wife, Deborah, is the only person he recognizes.
Less than 30 seconds memory, and sometimes it's as little as perhaps 7 seconds. It's as little as a sentence. I'm going to see your sister Adele. Her daughter's got married recently in New Zealand, and so they're having a party.
It's funny how the ladies are quite a different type when they get married.
Do you know who I'm going to see tomorrow?
Buckingham Palace.
No, really guess. You don't know. Adele.
Oh, I see.
Do you know why I'm going?
No.
She's having a party at her house tomorrow.
It's her birthday, isn't it?
No. Do you know why?
No.
It's to do with her daughter.
I see.
Do you know why her daughter's having a party?
No.
Guess.
No, I don't.
She's just got married.
Oh, I see.
She just got married. And do you know what country she just got married in?
No.
In New Zealand.
Oh, I see.
The sentence he is in, he will probably have forgotten the sentence before. You ask him a question, and he'll give you an answer, but while he's giving you the answer, he's already forgotten the question. That's how short it is. I'm going to see your kids tomorrow.
Will you see my kids?
Yeah, your children.
What are they up to now?
Do you know what they're up to?
No.
Guess what you think they're up to?
No idea. Yes, I know what O-levels were. They hadn't got an O-level last time they come. So what possibility they do as well. I could possibly guess.
What? Where do you think they are?
No idea. Don't know where I am.
All he has is void behind him.
It's been like death. I've never seen a human being before. Never had a dream or thought. The brain has been totally inactive. Day and night the same. No thoughts at all. As far as I'm concerned, the doctors have been totally incompetent. I've never seen a doctor the whole time. Look!
actually a bit stunning, obviously. According to him, he's never seen a doctor before. Does anyone here believe that? No. Obviously he's seen a doctor before, but with his condition, he believes honestly that he's never seen a doctor. I'm lucky that to him, to me, like our relation, he's an extreme. I've seen doctors, okay? I know these things. I'm aware of what my life has been going like, but I have to check back with my calendar. I have to check back with my notes. And speaking of notes, I'll explain that in a little bit, okay? So, what about the road to recovery? When someone's hit by a car, like I was, what do they receive? Well, they receive physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech, and neuropsychotherapy. But, I should clarify, each injury is different, okay? So, each person might receive something other than that, or to some extent, something more so than I received, okay? So, traumatic brain injury patients may take a long time to recover, anywhere from half a year to 2 years. And for me, I had to discover what were my memory limitations, okay? What was I going to do with myself with this memory loss that I had? And my future was uncertain. I was going to be a psychiatrist before my injury, but now I don't know what I'm going to do now that I've been hit by this car. And how can I still contribute meaningfully? How can I get meaning out of my life, even though I have such severe memory loss? Well, some things encouraged me. I still had, notifications. I still had these ideas that I was doing really well. I actually qualified for Mensa from the testing from my car accident. So I knew that I was still quote-unquote intelligent, but I didn't know what I was going to do with myself. I wrote this article for the Mensa Bulletin, and they published it. And then this was from my therapist here, saying that I have ways of keeping myself updated, ways of keeping myself informed. But again, what am I going to do with myself? I need to figure this out. So one of the things that the therapists tell us to do, any person who survived an injury, is to write everything down. If you have memory loss, just write everything down. You don't need to care about forgetting, right? If you write everything down. So this is like an extreme form of journaling in my mind. So I said, let's modernize this, okay? Let's go ahead and take my writing everything down, and let's find a service. Let's find a medium that replaces writing everything down for what has been happening more recently, keeping track of my life as it's going along. What did I use? Anybody? Twitter. Exactly. Twitter. All right? I replaced my memory with a private Twitter account, okay? I tweet what I'm doing every single day, all right? And you can see I have some choices. The Broken Hearted song is catchy, but the lyrics are so-so. I asked for a decaf coffee. Anyway. But you get the idea that I actually have a private Twitter feed to replace my memory, okay? So what can I do with a private Twitter feed? Well, I have a quote-unquote digital memory. I'm able to search my own memory for anything of interest. And I can tell you some interesting things about myself as a result, okay? Look, I talk about the gym 234 times over like a year and a half, okay? I mentioned CCP, Community College of Philadelphia, 109 times. So which one's more important, right? All right? I mentioned chicken 134 times, but coffee 240 times. So I know what matters. Woo, coffee. All right? Nationality Service Center, where I teach English, is mattered more to me after my accident than Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, 16 and 17. How many times have I forgotten my anniversaries or birthdays? 0. And how many times do I mention my girlfriend? 220 times. Yeah. Woo! All right? But look, note, other numbers are higher because we weren't dating the whole time. Okay? That's the only reason, I promise. All right. So now with this information, what kind of information can I get? What kind of graphs can I make? It's kind of cool stuff.